Hello Savvy Squad and welcome back to my channel, Savvy Selena. If you're new here on this channel, we talk about all things personal finance, budgeting, and lifestyle. So hit that notification bell, subscribe button, and like button so that you know the next time that I upload and help me out in that YouTube algorithm. All right, so let's jump into our October 2021 budget. Now, y'all, it has been a while since my last video, almost 2 weeks, and I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to upload another video. Now, as some of you may know, I was on vacation with my husband in Denver, Colorado, and I posted on my Instagram that I've tried to record this video twice and it was not recording. So my plan was to upload my October budget video before we went on vacation, but I decided to make sure and to allow myself to not stress out before I went on vacation. So I said I would get it done when I got back. And then, of course, life, when you miss a lot of work, things just tend to pile up. So I wasn't able to get it done, but I'm here now, and we're going to go over our planned October expenses. All right, and so we're going to start with our income. And with income, we are expecting a rollover from September for $79. And I have closed out our September budget, and so that video will be up after this one. Next is our expected W-2 income, and this time for this month I put $7,250.34. Now, if you're new here, me and my husband both work full time. I just combine our salaries here for one line item. I won't differentiate who makes what, but we are expecting to bring home $7,250 this month. Now, this is on the lower end because my husband works salary plus commission. I really wasn't sure what to expect from commission, so I just kind of guesstimated, and since the October paycheck has already come in, I can tell you this is wrong. And we did earn more than this, but stay tuned for our budget closeout to see how much more. Okay, and so next, so that brings us with a total expected income of $7,329.34. Next is our housing category, and we have first our rent at $1,691.95. Internet is always $89.99. Then we have water, gas, electric. As you can see, I wrote asterisks beside each of these. These are all guesstimates. It's actually what we spent last month. I just rolled that same amount over, and I'll adjust it once the actual numbers come in. Next is medicine. My husband is a type 1 diabetic, so we do pay for insulin out of pocket, as well as any kind of medical bills that may come during the month. So we are expecting about $150 this month in medicine. Household is about $150. That's always how much we budget for household, and this will cover anything such as paper towels, toilet paper, laundry detergent, things like that. I did purchase a lot of that in September, so in October, we're really looking at body care items for the family, like soap, body wash, things like that. Landscaping, I have budgeted $80, and you can see I have yet another asterisk. This is because we live in North Carolina and the weather is now cooling and it's turning into that actual fall season. Although it doesn't really get cold until the very end of October, or the very first week of November. So I'm not quite sure if we're gonna make it to 2 more lawn services this month. It may just be 1 and the grass stops growing, but I am budgeting at least 2 for the whole month. Next, we have pest control at $59, and then our cell phone bill at $264.36. This brings our total housing cost to $2,750.79. Next, we have our lifestyle category, and lifestyle, we have haircuts at $75. Now, we normally only budget $60, but as I said, me and my husband went on vacation in October, so he knew he was gonna get a more pricier haircut. It wasn't the actual style that was expensive, it was he went to a mainstream barber more than his rather than his regular barber. And if you remember in last month's video, his barber was closed because of a COVID tracing. My husband has not gone back since then. He does plan to go back at the end of this month, so we did make sure to increase the cost of his haircut, and that also came from our September rollover. So once I do that closeout, you'll see that we specifically wanted to roll over money for haircuts, and I think that was about extra $15 there. Next is personal for my husband at $50, and then it's my personal money at $75. Again, this is a change from normal. Normally, I also get $50, but I rolled over $25 of my personal money last month, and that was so that I could make a bigger purchase this month. And so I have $75 of personal money and $25 of the $79 that's where that came from. Next, I have Hulu at $641, Disney Plus at $857, and I have asterisks by these, and I wrote October goal, and that's because I know that we can receive these services for free through our cell phone provider, Verizon. I would like to call and understand a bit more. The only hesitation I have about joining the Verizon kind of bundle or program is because we also have ESPN Plus, and that's never on here because it's a part of the Hulu Disney Plus bundle, but we don't have to pay for it. And I want to make sure that if we roll in Hulu and Disney Plus into Verizon, what does that mean for our ESPN subscription? And does saving the cost of these two, would that be equal to or greater than the cost of the ESPN Plus? So I want to do some research on this subscription services or these subscription services and know more about this bundle. Next, we have Apple Storage at $2.99, Netflix at $15, YouTube at $10.68, Beauty at $70. This is lower than usual. Since I've started my channel, I've been paying for a wax package at a waxing center, and that is now over. I've made all my payments, and it won't start again, I think, until June of next year. And so I now have a beauty budget of $70. Now, this includes this includes things like my nails, but also hair products for the family and things like that. So I'm not sure I'll hit $70. I do need some skincare products, so we'll see. But I do budget myself $70 a month for beauty. Insta Ink is $5.35, and that's our ink subscription for our printer. And then date night, we're getting $150. Now, this is also more than normal, but that's because my husband and I are going to the theater. That's right, theater season has begun, and I am a former season ticket holder to our local theater. And now I try to still attend the theater, but it's more a la carte, so I only attend specific shows rather than attending all of them and just getting all of the good feels of musical theater. And so my husband and I are going to see Wicked. It is our first date to the theater since we've known each other. I am very excited. I put extra money into date night so that we can afford to go out for a nice dinner. We are going at prime time, which is Saturday at 8 p.m. I've never even been to the theater at prime time. I usually go at matinee. So I'm super excited, if you can't tell by my voice, that we're going to see Wicked in October. Next, I have my October birthdays, and for October, I had my dad, my boss, I had my niece, and one of my coworkers or former coworkers' friend's son, and we went to his birthday party, as well as I had 2 coworker lunches this month, and I put that under October birthdays. I might separate it out in the final budget, we'll see, but I had a coworker who's leaving the company, so I had a farewell lunch with her, as well as another coworker who already left the company, but I tend to have like networking lunches sometimes just to stay in touch with people, so that was what that was. And so I think it's very important to make sure that I'm able to go out with colleagues, or like I said, I had a coworker who was leaving, and she was a person who I was really close with, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to treat her to lunch. I think that's important for me at this stage in my career. People will leave the company and they will have their own ideas of how they feel about that company, but I'm also my own personal brand, and I think it's important for me to make sure that when I have an opportunity to make sure someone has a better last impression of me, or even making sure that they felt valued, understood, and appreciated as an employee, I will always take the extra effort, even if it's out of my own pocket, to do something like that. And so I've already had those 2 lunches. They were both great, and it's something that I will continue to make sure I include in the future. We also have a fundraiser going on at work that I need to contribute $25 to, so I might have to add more money to this as well. So that's maybe an update that will come later this month or at the budget closeout. All right, so next we have $50 in miscellaneous, and then the investing challenge, $31. I am doing Mommy Trader's investment challenge. I am still behind on videos, so I haven't had an opportunity to kind of pub this on my Instagram or anything like that. I think I did share it though, but I'm going to leave the link in the description box for Mommy Trader's investing challenge. It's $1 a day, so there's 31 days in October, so that makes it a grand total of $31. And then honestly, I do believe that investing should become its own category, like savings and debt. But since this is the first kind of investing I'm doing per budget, I am going to leave it in lifestyle for this budget. All right, so life insurance is $69.28. That leaves our entire lifestyle category at $759.28. Now, this is what I like to see. This is a good low number for our lifestyle. It's not even 4 digits. It's normally 4 digits. So I'm very happy that this month we kind of reined it in. And even with some extra splurges there, we are still under $1,000 in lifestyle. Okay, so next is transportation. Okay, with transportation, we have my husband getting gas at $240, my gas at $60, insurance at $50, and then my husband's oil change at $30. He was supposed to get this oil change last month, but we were just too busy, and so we're looking at getting this done in October. This brings our total transportation cost at $380. Now, I do go back to work this month. So I go back on the 18th, and I'm required to go in for 3 days a week. So I'm hoping that the $60 in gas, I've already gotten it. I haven't done much driving. Like I said, I had the 2 lunches with coworkers. So I did drive for those. But other than that, I haven't done much driving. So I hope the $60 lasts me to the end of the month. We will see, since I am returning back into the office. So yay, fun times ahead. Next is food. And so in my September budget, I did challenge myself to cut $200 from our food budget. And so I did $400 a month in groceries last month. And this month I am still trying to cut a little bit. Normally we go with $600, but I still have some meat left over in my deep freezer that I can pretty much, pull from. So I cut $100 from my grocery budget this month. So we're looking at $500 in groceries, as well as $200 in eating out. That brings us to $700 total in our food category. Next up, we have commission for the kids at $20. And this is their allowance. They can earn money by doing chores around the house. And when I created this budget, at the time, this was all that I knew for our kids' expenses. Because we are a blended family, if you're new here, we are a blended family. So my husband was a single father when I married him, so he has 3 children, and we have joint custody. And so I thought that their mother was going to have them for Halloween, which would be a first in a couple years, because if you know anything about kind of joint custody or any custody agreement, it's kind of, it's a pattern. So we always have them for certain holidays just because of, how the schedule goes. And so we normally have them for Halloween. I already knew what Halloween costumes they wanted. We've already discussed it. I put money in the sinking fund in September for their Halloween costumes. And then when I did the schedule, or when I looked at the schedule, I thought, they're actually not going to be with us for Halloween. But it turns out that, and so I didn't put it in the budget, but it turns out that they will be with us for Halloween. My schedule was wrong. And so, you don't see it here because, like I said, when I did the budget, I didn't think they would be with us, but they are. So there will be a line item for costumes, I believe, and all Halloween things. So we're going to do pumpkin carving and painting the week of Halloween. We are also doing costumes, and we're going to have some, I think we may give out candy or leave a bowl of candy since my kids are definitely trick-or-treaters. So I think I'm budgeting around $75 for Halloween, and anything that comes in over $75, I'm going to use the kids' sinking fund to pay for it, because I specifically put money aside for Halloween. So, but for the purpose of this budget, there's $20 in the kids' budget, kids category. So next we have our debt and our payment plan. So this is our regular payment of $512.25, and this is our minimum payment, and the $500 goes directly to principal, and then $1,225 goes to service charges. And then we also make an extra payment, so we always try to double our payment, but because the service charge is a percentage, even though when we double our payment, we also double our percentage charge. So I'm guessing that our payment this time will be $1,023.50, which will be a $1,000 principal payment. And you guys, I was planning on doing a debt confession. I still plan to do a debt confession. It's just that we just got a update on this. We get updates, I think, every 3 months on this payment plan. And my net worth tracking was wrong. I thought we were $500 ahead than what we actually are. And so I need to update that in my debt tracker. And then I'll be able to do a debt confession slash net worth reveal. I don't know how I want that. I don't know if I want that to be one video or for that to be at the end or included in another video, like say a budget with me or something. I don't know, but leave a comment below if you have an opinion. Should I do a debt confession plus net worth update reveal or net worth reveal? Yeah. So next we have YouTube, and I have Canva, which is what I use to make my thumbnails, and Instagram pictures, posts. So that's $12.99 a month for all the pro images. And then I have Epidemic Sound, which is the music I use in my videos, and that's $15 a month, leaving my YouTube at $27.99. Next, I have savings and sinking funds, and these are our savings goals for this month. First, we have our emergency fund at $1,250, our car maintenance fund at $70, our travel fund at $125, Christmas at $50, clothing at $50, medicine and health at $50, Candle Day at $10, and our EFID bucket at $50. And these are all the base amounts that we strive every month to put into our sinking funds. That leaves us with a total monthly savings of $1,655. And savings is somewhere that we are definitely looking to catch up. We are currently behind on our emergency fund goals. If you have not checked out my last video, my 2021 savings and sinking fund goals, where I discuss where we are what our goals are for each of these categories, or even the sinking funds I'm not contributing to this month, and you want to know what those are, I will have that video linked in the description box below. All right, so if you do the math on this, you will understand and see that this is not a zero-based budget. There's actually $12 left unaccounted for in this budget. I am really strongly thinking about throwing that in the gas category because like I said, I am going back to work, but we will see. I'm going to just go with the flow and go with our needs. It's not that big of a buffer where it's like $500 sitting somewhere and we aren't able to, and we need to put that away. With $12, that easily could be going into overage from our utilities. But that's all we have for now for our October budget. My whipped cream on my coffee has melted, and now this was a regular coffee with regular creamer. I think it was chocolate and caramel Walmart brand creamer, and I put some whipped cream with some cinnamon and nutmeg on top to make it feel a little bit more fall. This was the last bit of the creamer, so I did use more than usual. If you're like, why is your coffee so light? I didn't want to leave like that last drop of creamer in there, so I just poured the whole thing in there, and this was a very lovely drink. So if you're looking for Starbucks at home, you know, keep going for it. We are all doing the best we can, because I would love a pumpkin cold brew right now. Oh, yes. All right. So thanks, Savvy Squad, for joining me in today's video. Until the next time, you stay savvy, and I will see you later. Bye.